Okay, I think I've mentioned it before many times that stories work well when they become visual, right? And the visual elements of story happen when you're down into a specific moment, when you can dive down to that specific moment. And you have to do this with data stories as well, right? So I was working recently with a big gaming company, and they were telling this great story. They had this chart, if you like it. It was just a grid across the screen, and it was essentially in the classic, sort of green, amber, red, depending on how well different parts of call centres had operated. And there was a couple of areas of a call centre in Europe that wasn't doing so well, right? And so the analyst told it at a broad level, and I sort of prompted him. I said, look, do you interact with that call centre? And he goes, oh yeah, no, I talk to them all the time, And I said, well, perhaps in your story, you can actually share one of the sort of conversations to be able to sort of say, okay, so this is what's going on with our call centre. You can see we've got a bit of an issue here. Now here comes the data moment. It's when you sort of say, and you know what? Just last week, I was talking to the call centre operator, Jose, great guy, and he was just telling me, and then you start to explain what's going on in that call centre that helps to explain this broader data, right? But you now got into a moment because it's a conversation, it's dialogue, and the people who are listening can hear that dialogue, and guess what? Your credibility jumps up, right? Because they now know, oh, you're in contact with actual call centres. Oh, you know what's going on at the coalface. This is not something that's abstract and drawn away, if you like, from the actual data that we're seeing. So I think for any analysts who are doing work on data, to do anything you can to get closer to where that data is coming from so you can tell these little stories, these little anecdotes. This is just one of the things that we'll be covering in our story-powered data program. So if you want to learn how to do this and get practiced, actually, this is the important thing, get practiced at it, come along. We'd love to work with you.